and I stay full circle around the clock. I'm in this shit too deep like I walk in a sewage spot. Then I see the struggle harder, cause it better not. This I am my time, I'm feeling niggas better watch. I don't see all the bullshit they be trying to plot. I don't see all the fuck shit keep my...
Welcome to East Coast DNA. Today's featured artists, we have HARMZ. Welcome.
Thank you. What's up, y'all? Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you for joining me. I'm just getting ready to take off to some music festivals here too, so it's good to squeeze in a couple more interviews before we get on the road, so people have some content to watch.
100%, yeah.
And speaking of which, you are one of the artists I'll be seeing at the Nova Scotia Music Week down in Yarmouth.
Yes, 100%. You will be seeing me Friday, November. Man, I'm so bad with the dates. I believe.
3rd?
Let me just check quick count.
I think it's the 3rd.
Yeah, it's the 3rd, November 3rd, Friday. Yarmouth,
awesome.
Live in Yarmouth. Yeah.
And are you also nominated for an award this year?
I don't think I'm nominated for an award,
but you're one of the spotlight artists.
But I'm one of the artists performing. I completely forgot about the, you know, with these award shows, you got to send your stuff in and the right time. Completely blew my mind because I guess I've just been so busy. But we'll definitely get some nominations and hopefully some awards next year.
Yes. Okay. Awesome. And when I was doing a little bit of research on you, one thing I did notice, and I'm going to go back a little bit. I know that you're actually pretty young. So going back a little bit, usually I'm talking about like childhood and what got you into music, but for time restraint reasons, I'm going to jump into, you're from Antigonish.
Yeah.
Like it's not like you're a Halifax artist. But you're from Antigonish originally.
Not yes and no. It's always this weird debate that I always ask myself when people ask me where I'm from. What do I say? Originally, I'm a Nigerian individual. I was born in Nigeria, and when I was 10 years old, our family and I relocated from Nigeria to South Africa.
Okay.
And I stayed in South Africa for like 10 years, and then after the 10 years, we moved to Canada, and I finished my high school in Antigonish for like 2 years, and then from there I moved to Halifax for university, and I've lived longer years in Halifax than I have in Antigonish.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's just a weird, but yes, I did live in Antigonish for a long time, and that's where I met the people that I actually make music with right now, and we're closer than ever.
And that actually kind of answered another question I had personally listening to your music. Like there's a lot of that music out there in the popular mainstream, so like it's a hard area to compete in, and when I listen to it, I try to find what's different about this artist, especially when we're talking about East Coast artists, because that's who I focus on the show. And those are the artists that I get to see when I go out. So if somebody says like, who is this, I don't like to say, you know, it's a rapper or an R&B artist or whatever. Like all the genres are blending these days.
Yeah.
But one unique thing with yours, even though you definitely have a North American pop music sound, you can tell that your roots come from outside of Canada with some of the style of your vocals.
Yeah. That's actually interesting. I think you're the first person to say that. I always knew my music was original, and I feel the reason because it's original that it doesn't sound like what music, especially in the East Coast, really is, because I guess it makes so much sense now because I have all these different elements in my life that have kind of like accumulated in me. So yeah, that never actually thought of that. Thank you.
Yeah, it's not like it's not like super obvious right off the bat, but when I was trying to identify it, I'm like, I'm gonna have to ask him where his influence come from, because it sounds more like some of the styles I hear from like African region, actually.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I was thinking. So yeah, so that's a cool little part to add into the story.
I guess it's every chapter in my life, because you know where I've all lived, I guess they've just been adding themes and sounds towards my career. I know it's only now that I'm trying to just, you know, letting out all those sounds, and it's all from, you know, my experiences in these countries, in these towns, you know, as Halifax. 10 years down the line, people will hear my music and be like, your music sounds so very Atlantic Canadian. And, you know, like because I've been living in like Halifax for the longest time. You know what I mean?
And when it must have been when you first got settled in Nova Scotia, you would actually talking about nominations and everything. You were in a film festival a few years back. You had a hip hop documentary.
Yeah, yes, I did. I did. It was part of the Halifax Black Film Festival. I'm not only an artist, I'm a filmmaker as well. I'm very versatile. At least I try to be. I try to do as much as I can get done to leave a mark on this earth. So yeah, I created that documentary and it opened so many doors in my life in terms of connections, in terms of music, in terms of meeting people that will give me connections for music.
Mm-hmm.
So, excuse me, and all these people I meet and all these programs I'm in definitely add to my versatile artistry because I'm actually just always trying to do something creative, not only in music and film as well. I like to incorporate that artistic vision I have into directing my music videos, into doing every single little thing I can possibly do. Hope that
And
makes
oh yeah, absolutely. Have you done some acting as well, or just in your own content, or
sense. No, I'm an actor as well. I just
yeah,
actually came back from a rehearsal that I'm in where I'm in this play and we're kind of like touring Nova Scotia to different schools and
cool.
I'm acting in it. And I'm an actor. I've been in Washington Black, Sullivan's Crossing. I'm also part of like the film crew. Like I work in film as well. I feel like anything entertainment industry, you can find me at, or I've dipped my toes in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah, that's one thing that I found impressive when I was going through some notes and picking. I did start to write stuff down. I went, no, I'm not writing any of this down because this is pretty impressive resume here. Uh, Obviously, with what I do, and I'm not suggesting that my quality's at the level. I opt for volume over quality
Yeah,
just so I can get
yeah.
content out there now. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of things like I when I was going through, I'm like, wow, like this guy does it all. And it's not even a triple threat in your situation because you're doing production stuff and everything as well. So it's what do you call that? Quadruple threat? I don't we'll,
I don't know. Maybe we have to invent the term at this
we'll
point.
call it the harms.
We'll
That's what
call
I
it the
call
harms effect.
it. Yeah. And
Yeah.
interesting, well, that was one thing too. When I went to go look for some specific things to ask you about, I was curious about the name Harms, but your actual name is Harmony.
Yeah, that's my real name. I wish I had my photo ID here, but that's
Well, I thought it was
that's
funny
legit
because
my
in,
government name. Yeah.
but you also have like a alter ego character on your album.
Yeah, yeah,
He's
yeah, yeah.
Kevin.
I try to be creative in a sense, trying to do things differently that I don't see people doing. The alter ego character is a new character I kind of made up in my EP called Kevin. And he kind of like plays this role of everybody get away from me. I don't care. I'm here to win it all. And if you don't like me, that's tough for you. You're going to see me win. The very bold, arrogant character that has a goal in mind, and that's what he thrives towards. And I feel like that's a big part of me and my real self. Yes, I'm a humble, or at least I try to be, but I have this goal and this dream and this determination ship, if that's a word, that I just go, 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 and try my very best to get it. And nobody's gonna stop me. And if somebody's gonna stop me, who's gonna stop me? You understand what I mean?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I caught your interview with Katie Kelly on CTV News, so I know that she had already asked you about the boots in that video, but I don't
Yeah.
think she mentioned like, was there a purposeful attempt to have a Mario look because you had the overalls on too?
Yo,
That's all I was thinking when I saw it.
you're saying all these things and it's just making sense because on one of my songs, all of a sudden I'm referencing Super Mario Luigi Brothers, and like it's just all connected. I see. Wow, no, I did not intentionally meant for that to happen, but it happened, and I'm just
It's
looking
just
at
your
it. So like,
influences bleeding through.
yeah, I feel like it's just art and life in impersonating art, like art
Hmm.
imitate art, So it's like I just let artistry just do what it does, and there's just patterns and reason, and it's all connected. I actually didn't even clock that well.
And did you make that video as well, like yourself?
I directed that video, and I asked my friend Sarah Y, talented photographer, talented videographer. We worked on the treatment together, and I'm like, how are we gonna shoot this? Because I was trying to bring my album cover to life. Because my album cover is me standing on glass, like just like standing on it. And I wanted to do something special by bringing it to life. So I said, hey, this is the idea I have. Can it work? And she was like, yeah, let's do it. And we spent like a month trying to just figure out the logistics. How are we gonna pull this shot? All right, I'm gonna stand on glass. Is this safe? Nope, it's not, but we gotta get the shot. And I also teamed up with my stylist slash costume designer, Sarah Hancock. She's in Toronto now. She curated all the outfits for the video. And shout out Lindsay Misiner, man. She did an incredible job on that song. Again, I'm just so grateful to have all these people in my life. And also, obviously, not to forget the person who produced the song, Alex LeBlanc. He's my producer manager. I think he's the one who's been communicating with you.
Okay,
And, yeah. He's such a freaking talented individual, and I'm so happy.
No, a good team's really important. And you're obviously surrounding yourself with good people. You've got a good little collection of people around you now.
Yeah.
And Lindsay actually was on, I guess, during the Nova Scotia Music Week last year. We had her on for a little bit with the band.
Oh yeah. No, she's awesome. I can't wait to do more.
She's showcasing as well. So
yeah, it's gonna be such a good time. I'm excited. I'm really excited.
So I mean, that's not even a spoiler. You guys have to perform the song together.
We have to.
It's at some point.
I haven't hit her up yet, but it's kind of like a unspoken thing that, because we performed it together, like almost like last month we performed it together at a showcase called Snacks. Shout out to Rainier, Million Vibes. They got me on the set, and then I performed it with her. And man, when I told you the crowd loved that song, especially live, seeing like Lindsay just hop on, do her thing, and I'm out here doing my little dance as the beat drop. Oh man, it was beautiful.
No, I'm excited to get down there and see what everyone's performing in their showcases. But that will definitely be a highlight of the weekend for sure. And so going into the fall, like after Music Week, I'm sure that there's a plan to make some announcements exclusive to Music Week, because that's kind of the goal there. A lot of people save things up their sleeve for that weekend. But is there anything that you can share about plans for any potential live performances or new releases?
The plans, live performances after Music Week. My team and I are flying to Toronto for a show in Toronto, so it's just going to be a busy month.
Yeah.
And for a showcase there, I'm performing at the Mixdown, and then we're going to come back and I kind of regroup and do more content, because we've co-founded, all four of us co-founded a production music label called PRZM Label, where we have podcasts, we have we curate music videos, we help artists kind of like develop their brand and just kind of like push artists out. So I feel like we're gonna, after the whole show high is done, we're gonna come together and be like, okay, what's next? I mean, one of our artists under our label, Ryan Vincent, just released an album called The Damn Good Show, and that's doing good. So I think we're going to work towards kind of like creating content, music videos to help him and to help his whole artistry out. And yeah, we're always just trying to uplift one another, because that's, I think, how we were raised. And that's what we got to do in Halifax, is just uplift artists and just try to do things that not a lot of big industry labels are doing for the young ones. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. And where can viewers check out PRZM Label online if they want to see your roster?
We are on Instagram, PRZM Label, the website przmlabel.com/shop. I mean, not /shop, przmlabel.com. Yeah, period. We don't have a shop yet. And yeah, just YouTube PRZM Label, and yeah, we're everywhere.
And if anyone's searching your own YouTube channel after watching
Yeah,
this, you
it's
have, I did see an interview on there with the podcast format where there's maybe a couple in a pool.
yeah. We have that. That's part of the PRZM label behind the sounds.
Yeah.
It's like podcast we have. It's just anytime an artist drops a project, or literally anytime an artist that we see is, on the rise or on the coming, we just invite them to the podcast and we just have a conversation, And our next podcast is featuring one of our founders, PRZM label, Ryan Vincent, because he just dropped his project. So that's going to be out sometime this month, hopefully. And yeah, we're just going to have a conversation about that.
Sweet. A lot of times when I run into people that are aware of me out in public from the podcast, I do get a lot of things. People that are aware of mine don't think there's other things out there. And I'm like, no, there is. So I love it when I come across an artist that is doing something like that. And there's a few of you out there that are. It's great.
Yeah.
It's
It's that
more the
that
merrier, as long as we
yeah.
can communicate that it's out there and people can get to it. So
Trust me, I'll make sure, my team and I'll make sure people will see it. It's
Awesome.
always that thing of just doing as much as you can and just putting it out there. Because the thing I've learned is you never know who's watching.
Exactly.
And it's not like we have a goal to make it and blow up and become famous. No, we're just using our talents to the fullest of, to the fullest of we can. We're just doing what we can to the fullest. And that is just hard work. And that's how we know how to work hard doing this artistry, doing this music, doing this, podcast, this label. And I guess that's our drive. And whatever comes from it, comes from it. And so far it's been good. So I guess we're doing something right then, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All these arts related projects, whether it's music or not, anything in the arts field, it has to be a passion first.
Mm-hmm.
And then the success that comes from that is just icing on the cake because it's what you love to do.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it's great to see. And where should we send viewers to follow HARMZ specifically to keep track of what you're doing in the new year?
I'm really active on Instagram at HARMZ So Hype, at HARMZ_so_hype. And you're going to be seeing a lot more content from my YouTube channel at HARMZ So Hype, and a lot more content on PRZM's YouTube channel, Instagram. Instagram and YouTube are where, I mean, there's also TikTok, but that's like a whole nother thing that
TikTok's like,
I'm proud of it, but it's just like one of those things like, oh yeah, you found me on TikTok, eh? I'm also on TikTok. We're also on TikTok, but yeah, TikTok is not my super professional way to, reach out to people, but it's, I guess, a work, and it's been doing good for me. So I got to keep going.
Yeah, those are the three platforms that definitely get the most traffic. I backed away from TikTok a little because it doesn't have a lot of overflow into the other channels. But yeah, Instagram and YouTube. So go out there and subscribe to East Coast DNA and HARMZ on Instagram and YouTube. So you'll see lots of more content.
I'm already following you guys on Instagram. I think I'll just hit you back on YouTube right now.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And actually, for the rest of the month of October, I set a ridiculous goal that every time I get a new subscriber, I'd post a new live performance video. So it's growing faster than I expected. But I did have a few people reach out to me doing showcases in Moncton this weekend. So maybe able to get some new content. I dug into some archives, and potentially in the near future, you may see some more content from HARMZ on my channel.
Please, man, that'll be so cool. I'm excited.
And so for today, for anyone that's really interested in hearing more about your sound that maybe is new to you, is there a particular single or any one of your songs that you would like to play for an introduction to HARMZ?
Yeah, but they're quite, I wouldn't say they're very explicit, but I don't know if we're allowed to play explicit on your podcast.
I'll do it, but viewer be warned. You've decided to listen to it. This is a no censorship channel.
Play Better Watch featuring Lindsay Misiner. Let's do it.
Love it. Thank you very much for your time, and I'm very excited to run into you down in Yarmouth, and really excited to see what's to come next.
100%. Thank you for having me. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, and thank you again, and see you soon.
All right, take care.
Let's make one thing clear. This is no time to mess around. Focus in. Embrace the sound.
Time is ticking, I stay full circle, I'm round the clock. I'm in this shit too deep like I work in a sewage spot. Then I see the struggle harder, cause it better not. This I am, I come up for you niggas better watch. I don't see all the bullshit they be trying to plot. I don't see all the fuck shit, keep my eyes shut. I wanna die with memories and not dreams. When I say I want this, I take it to the extreme, damn it. 2023, I'm taking it all, hit me or like me, give a fuck about your feelings at all. I do recall when they say that we won't make it, I fall. Took a break, now I double down, time to prove these niggas wrong. Time is ticking, I stay full circle, I'm round the clock. I'm in this shit too deep like I work in a sewage spot. Then I see the struggle harder, cause it better not. This I am, I come up, so you niggas better watch. Mic check, 1 2 1 2 1 2. I hope they hear me, cause I'm about to tell them the truth. Mama worked 2 jobs just to get us to school. Hard life living, please excuse my attitude. In the kitchen, no convenient food. In the sheets, I pay my gratitude. Bang is what we make, then we celebrate them back to the drawing board. Ambition keeps me wide awake. I gotta have fun while I'm chasing figures. No, they ain't my girl, I'm just chasing figures. Yeah, I've been here along like Rapunzel. Time to make these niggas numb the piece to the puzzle.
No, I can't.
Better watch.
No, I can't give